wiring route for relocation kit. So we started here, you can see we did an about face. And then the wiring, it goes up behind the radiator at this angle along the inner fender until there's a little bit of a tight bend into this box here. So here they are. We'll get them connected to the solenoid box and put the cover on. Okay, this is really cool. So here's where augmented reality really kind of starts to show its power. We can understand exactly where we're going to run this wire. We know it's going to have to go up, it's going to go at an angle, and ultimately we're getting to this relocation box up in here. So Shane, let's bend that around just like the arrow says. Looks like you got to go about 180 degrees. I'll take this out of there. And we're going to go back behind here. There they come. Cool. So Shane will feed that to me. I'm going to actually come down here to get a little bit better grip angle. Okay, and pause there for me for a second. Now, I'm going to just follow this, and I'm going to do one. First, I'm just going to do one, and it'll help me run the other couple. So, again, this coolant bottle being unbolted is really helpful. There's some existing wiring here, part of the main vehicle loom, that you can kind of run up along against. Oh yeah, I see it there. Tell you what, Shane, come over to this side and give me a hand over here. Can you kind of pull up on that?
Yes.
Okay, and before you pull it too much further, let's hold that still, and let's give me the next two to come up. How's that going? Can you see that one?
I can.
There you go. That's one and two. Hold on, let's get them both. They're both through. Okay.
Yeah, I'm struggling with two there.
You just hold those two straight.
Okay.
I don't want them to go any further. I just want to get all three as a bundle. Where did that third one go? I'm gonna have to pull it back. Oh, I see. I missed it. Get this coolant bottle out of my way. That's my fault, buddy. I didn't send it to you. Here it is. There it goes.
Alright, perfect.
Okay, and let's go straight through here, not over that, but under here.
Through there.
Yep.
Understood.
Follow those arrows, and I'll feed them to you. So as you can see, it's pretty tight down in here, but we're just going to take our time and do it right.
Hide holograms.
I'll take over from here. They're stiff, so the wires take a bit of force to push. Why don't you feed them to me down here? And I should mention, hold on a second. See this? This is a separate connector that goes onto this winch. And that's because of some of the wireless capabilities and because there's no clutch controller here. I don't have a manual free spool forward and reverse engagement switch. That's all done through a wireless controller. Okay, now we're going to test to make sure the drum spools properly. Here's this direction. And here's this direction. Looks good. So all of the clutch control is done through a wireless controller. So in addition to those three big wires, we're running this fourth one. And in fact, there's going to be another little ground as well. So it's all following the same route. We'll finish it up here. Okay, let's tighten up the slack there. I'll pull it through now that we've got the path started. Okay, that's good. Let's hold steady, please. Let me catch up over here. And now they're starting to emerge. What's this? Why is that so fucking... Oh, I see. I got it twisted around something here. Oh, this was a lot easier on the fucking practice run. There it goes. Okay. It's just this last one. Look, I got these out. But there's 3 of them. Oh, there it comes. Here we go. Okay, that's perfect. So, take a breath. I really worked hard just now. These 3 connections are going to come right in this existing pass-through. So you can see this kind of kinked arrow there because we are going to have to kind of bend and kink these in. But should fit right in. Something like that. There we go. And we'll dress these a little bit nicer here in a minute, but we just want to establish the primary route. And I think we've done that. Awesome. Alright, so we got the wires going up to the relocation box. Now we got to do what's on the left side over here. And that's this ground cable. This ground cable connects directly to the winch. And it's going to go up there. In for ground follows Land Rover factory winch installation instructions. Goes to the location where the battery terminal and body ground connect. Okay, we disconnected the battery and we're moving this fuse panel. What do you call that, Shane, that thing?
Fuse panel, I think, on the hood.
Yeah, okay. We've moved the underhood fuse panel. And what are you getting at back there?
So I'm just trying to get to the body. I think it's the body mount for the electrical negative connector that goes straight to the battery. So you can kind of see the body mounts there. And on this side is the actual battery connector. So I'm just trying to undo that now.
Okay.
And that's the best place for the negative.
So we've got the ground coming off of the winch motor. We're going to need to run it up and through. And what are you thinking, Shane? Where's that going to go?
Yeah, I think we've got 2 options. Either we come to the left side of this airbox here,
Yeah.
as we kind of come in, and then sit down beside that fuse box.
Yeah.
Or we try to come in underneath the air intake tube here and come in through the factory where the positive comes out to the starter motor.
It'll require a little more length if we go that way.
Correct, yes. Plus we're sitting our positive and negative together, which maybe isn't best practice.
No, that's not good. I think we should try and pull the airbox,
Yep.
just like you said.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got the battery out. We're moving the fuse box out of the way because deep down in here, you can see this is where the factory installed winch for Land Rover. They ground it to this terminal, so that's going to be a really nice, reliable spot to ground the winch. So we can see the ground cable goes up, bends around a little bit, and whoop, straight shot to the back. When the fuse box is in place, that ground lead is going to go right along here, and you can see back here, that's the body mount that we're going to connect to. It goes down a little bit, so the wire will run along the top and then drop down. That's the same place the earth strap from the battery connects. Alright, so this is the ground cable that connects directly to the winch. We're obviously going to run it up. behind the headlight here. Straight back next to the air box and the fuse box. And there's a nice connection point back there. So let's do it. It's pretty easy, this one, especially compared to that last one. There's plenty of room to pull it through. So there's plenty of room to pull this through. And I like to get it nice and snug before I do the next section. So we've gone up, we've started to bend, and there's an existing factory harness here. We can just follow that. It's a pretty good route. So that's cool. Nice and snug. And I'll go ahead and put this right there. I'll need to take care of some of this slack. I'm not sure if I'll pull it back this way or not, but I'll get it. I'm going to get this cable tightened up, and then we'll put the fuse box back in place, and we're nearly done. Wiring pass-through locations. Okay, great. So we've got our wiring coming through, and I just wanted to highlight these 4 spots. You can see we've put these holographic rings in position, and that's the spot where these pass through here. We're passing through the factory boxes here. There's some nice foam that we can just kind of like use and go right through. This one is going to pass through right here. So I'm going to do that with this power lead. And I think eventually I'll take the cowl off and run it in this tray here. For now I might just zip tie it on the outside, but once again through this pass through. Once again pass through on the other side. And this will kind of go down and around to the battery when we get back in. So that's our power. And we might need to modify this one. And right here, I should mention, it's not an official pass-through, although there's some foam here. I might need to notch this a little bit. I don't want to wear on the ground cable. Let's cross that road when we get to it. Hey, so I was just accessing this box, and you can see it pretty much sits over. There's a little gap now. I might need to trim to make that fit better. And same thing down here. One out of the 2 clips actually goes in, this one. See these clips, the way they work is that tab goes in. Oh, my box is a little broken on the corner. Probably from forcing it. This tab won't go in, and that's because of this cable, so I might have to do a little trimming. I talked about this already. Needing to trim right there. So I think I'm going to cut a little corner out of this piece that I'm moving. So here's what we were all wondering. What's the best way to wire a winch? Well, I don't know if it's the best way, but this is the way we did it, how we wired the winch. As you see with the white arrows here, this is how we're getting the relocation kit put up into this box. The red arrows is where we're getting the power to the battery. And what do you got over there, Shane?
I've got the earth cable that's coming up through there behind the headlight, past the airbox and underneath the fuse box to that body mount.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Come on over here and take a look. You know, you can see how nice all this stuff is going to fit. So, what do you think, guys?
50-50 chance it works.
50-50 chance it works.
Stop recording.
Stop recording.
While I was recording, I noticed the holograms jumping around. Is that going to be in the video?
Yeah, and that's why I restarted. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll prompt something and then come up. All right, well, this has been an awesome process. What do you guys think? We just kind of button it up now, tighten a few screws, run a few zip ties?
And turn on the power.
More power.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I really appreciate your help on the project. After this, it's pretty straightforward. We put the bumper back on, right?
No, it's been fun, Andy. Awesome
Yeah.
working with you as always.
Yeah, cool. Well, for all the watchers out there, we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Let me see that again, Frank. Okay, so let's zip it up and we'll take a look in a second. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, okay. Alright, so that went pretty well, but I always like to dress it up a little. I'm not going to get that done tonight. I'll show it to you soon. However, there's one more thing I want to show you, which is a pile of future projects that is going to make this even better than it already is. So, let's get to that. Okay, hey, I do want to mention something actually. It's a little bit of a teaser. Over here, I've got a bunch of other stuff that we're gonna install. You know, I've got this skid plate, and we've got this really nice switch. I gotta show them the switch. And, and I got these too. So, there's a couple of accessories here, and this, for example, connects to our box here. You can see I can wire some accessories in here. This is going to be a cutoff. I'll probably splice into our power, maybe mount that right there. So we're going to take care of some of these finishing touches, and when it's all dressed and looking awesome, we'll show you how that is. It might be, well, not today.